morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're going to be looking at another element of Spikestown now, and that is the production of creatives. Over the years, Spikestown has had many well-known artists. One who comes to mind readily is Fielding Bab. I remember we actually had some of his work at home. He loved oil on canvas, and he used a palette knife. That was his technique. But there are also and coming and budding artists from that northern parish. And we're going to welcome with us this morning Dawayne Sandiford, who's an artist, as well as Victoria Haniff. And she attended my alma mater, so that's a plus. She also went to Pearson's. She went to Cordial Prairie first, and now she's doing 6 at Alexandra. But hey, great to have you both. Now, we're talking about the arts, we're talking about programs that you're plugged into, and we'll also touch on the Roots and Branches exhibition a bit as well. But I want to talk to you young people about your art, about your creativity, how you link it to culture, how you link it to your own personal development, and what really brings it out from these fingers onto that canvas. All right, we'll start with ladies first. Victoria, young, but you started to have this interest early. Talk to me about what Virgin did.
Okay, so really it was when I was going to a camp first. It wasn't an art camp or anything. And I met Dwayne because there was a career showcase. He showed up as an artist. I was always interested in art, but not on the level that he's on. So when he came, he introduced us to the program. He showed us some modified contour, and I sat down and I when he taught us a basic element that we could use for our artwork, which is looking at paper and looking at your hand and not really spending too much time staring here, but more hand on paper. And as soon as you look back at the paper, take your hand off it and you got to start over. So doing that constantly from when I went home, I sat down the entire day. And I was just drawing my hand over and over. So when I was still thinking about the community development art program, but I was 10, so I wasn't focused on it. So when I turned 14, I officially joined it. But even before that, Dwayne was trying to get me because at my school I would pass through Spitstone and Dwayne would stop me. He would be like, "You should come join the program and stuff." But I was second guessing it, and at first glance, the program is just a free program that is an art class, but it's so much more than that. I have this bond with this teacher now.
And he's going to tell us just how much more it is, because it seems as though you encourage others to show their passions, not just you showing yours.
No. I remember how it was. Sorry, good day.
That's fine.
I remember how it was for me starting out, where honestly I had no idea how to get started until my mom met the now coordinator of the program, Dwayne Mears, by chance, or not by chance, by faith in the supermarket, like I mentioned. And from there, he pushed me. He pushed me and pushed me, and I believe that it's time for me to push others now. So now I'm here is why I decided, you know what, this program is free. And normally you don't get opportunities like that. Art supplies are expensive.
They give you free supplies?
Yes, you have free.
Okay, I just want to come for the supplies.
You good?
Yeah, I'm going to give them to my son and his friends.
No
I'm going to
problem.
come. Because I can barely draw a stick man.
Man, listen, I could bring you from a stick man to an amazing realistic portrait like this in 3 months, believe it or not.
In 3 months?
In 3 months.
I am telling you, in that 3 months, I will still have abstract.
No, let me test it out.
You sure?
Believe it or not, when I started this program, I was not shading at all.
Okay.
I was just drawing basic figures, and that was that. And here I am now.
So,
all right, I know the differences in terms of the grades when you're talking about shading, the different percentages and the lead, and well, not lead, but the pencil. And you do what you have to do to make it more realistic, to bring it to the whole 3D system. you're encouraging them to have the passion.
Right.
Do you try to guide or alter their direction, or for you, is it more about what they are feeling?
No, for me right now is when you understand the basics, when you know the rules, you can break them. So I tell my students all the time, whenever you come to the class, forget whatever you know, whatever art course you've been at before, and remember my methods are not usual. They're
Okay,
unusual.
you're outside of that box.
Yes, please. So you have things like contour drawing. Once you understand contour drawing and all the long list of things I have on the course outline, we go from there. And then I encourage the students like Victoria and a few others that are interested in things like surrealism to explore. Now you know the rules, break them and explore beyond this point. You know, I push them daily to just create. You know, I tell them all the time that the money can come, the fame can come, the fortune can come. You just need to create. When you create and you push yourself, you can break through every box, every barrier. And at some point, God will make sure the right person see you at the right time.
Okay.
So,
now, I
yes,
can
yes.
see work here.
Right.
Is there anything else you have in this folder for me?
Not as yet, but
Not
I
as
wanted
yet.
to show you how we do the modified contour.
Okay.
So
Yes.
for this, you don't take your pencil off the paper. You try not to, but you take it off for the details. So
and we're tracing out every element of that hand.
yes, please.
Walk me through it as she does it,
Okay,
Dwayne.
cool. So we're going to start through with pure contour. Now, pure contour, as the theories explained to you all, it helps with hand-eye coordination and line confidence. Now, when you're working, I will know if you look at the paper. You're not supposed to look at the paper at all. Every time you look at it, you must start over. Now, modify contour, at that point when you advance, you understand that that hand-eye coordination is already built. That line confidence is already there. You got the crisp lines. Now I can say, well, look, 95% of the time, you're focusing on the reference, and the other 5% you're focusing on the drawing. And then it becomes almost a dance between your eyes and the paper, and you're drawing exactly what you see, not what you think. So you're trying to eliminate the left side of the brain, which is the logical side, and open up the right side of the brain, which is the creative side.
Ooh.
Right. So
So
that's,
I would actually manage to draw that straight line.
yes, you can do it.
Okay.
So right now she's just breaking it down into shapes and then just a straight line drawing. I'm basic, you know. But
Is there currently a class going?
yes, please. The class is 3 to 6 months. We offer things from drawing illustration all down to airbrushing, automotive painting, graphic design, the whole list. And all the materials are free.
Oh, I'm interested in the airbrush
Yes.
elements
airbrushing.
and the graphic design.
Yeah.
So is there a cap in terms of age and so
No,
on?
listen, I have a mixture of ages in my class. I teach from 8 years old upwards to 65 and up. It does not matter.
Okay,
You just
that's-
gotta come. I think my oldest student was like 75, I believe. Yeah.
Male or female?
Female.
And
Yeah.
what prompted her at that age to want to start?
No, Gran was just home. Gran said, you know what? I always wanted to draw from a young lady, and she came through and joined the program. Now, I can give you a little bit of history about the program.
Yes, sure.
The program started in 2000, sorry, and it's way older than me. It was started with people like Robert Dean. At the time, he was the coordinator, and in 2019, my mentor Dwayne Mills completely rebranded and revamped the program into what it is now.
And now he's handed the mantle to you.
Right. So
Okay.
now the program, we also have things like the Impacts Art Club.
I
Whereas
can't believe that that's the same hand.
yes, that's the
Because we
same
just
hand.
started with some lines that seem so disconnected, and now we have the fingers, we have the
Exactly.
veins, we have
Right.
everything being formed out. Now, roots and branches, you're going to be there, Spike Sound Library.
Yes, please.
Give us a quick synopsis of how many artists we can pass through to see.
How many artists you can see at the exhibit? We have probably more than 10 artists there showing right now.
Okay.
You have people like Wayne Branch and Kimaya Boyce and a few others there. Just pass through and take a look.
Yeah,
I am there.
I definitely will. I definitely will. I want to see this work because what I saw started on that page and what's there now is great. So I want to thank you both for coming. Victoria Haniff and Dawayne Sandiford, who is the coordinator of the art program.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.